We are back with some more Ghost Trick. We are going to be continuing on. We just finished chapter 4. We're continuing on to chapter 5. Let's see how this goes. You're playing. Yep. Let's keep going. When Lynn lost her life the second time, she was being detained on suspicion of my murder. But I saved her, hoping to solve my own mystery. Living creatures can choose to live their lives in one of two ways. They either submit to their fate, or they can try to change it, and is definitely in the second camp. As soon as I got back to the junkyard superintendent's office, this fact was really brought home to me. Fool! We told you not to let the suspect out of your sight. My apologies, sir, but I never thought you would run away. Lynn is our friend. She's like family to us. Angel, friend, or family, they all run when they have the chance. Do you have any idea how many years it's been since my wife ran away? I'm very sorry, sir. I have no idea, sir. You'll never make detective at that rate. Now find Lynn. Yes, sir. Inspector Carbonella gets word of this. It's all over. So our red-headed detective escaped, did she? I just barely saved her a few minutes ago. Phew, she's fast. I guess I'll look around for leads. Let's see. Can we go anywhere in here? Not yet. Not yet.
That old pigeon man, do you suppose he's carrying out some sort of research here? Look at all these precious instruments and complicated devices. What are you doing?
Sure, I think maybe this is how Lynn escaped through here.
She couldn't possibly fit in that tiny little elevator.
Oh, I don't know, sir. Lynn is pretty slim.
Fool! Don't you think that women can make themselves appear slim through fashion? To this day, I still don't know how much my wife really weighs.
Well, at least your wife's still there with you. Very sorry, I had no idea, sir.
You'll never make detective at that rate. Anyway, where is that old pigeon man?
Oh, him, sir. He went through the door behind me, sir.
It won't open.
Apparently that door leads to the basement, but it's currently locked, sir.
These instruments, they're all very suspicious. Better keep your eye on that old man, too.
Yes, sir. Okay. Can't really move from here, huh? I'll put you guys some strange. Okay. I swear I just saw this thing move. Don't tell me. Could it be? It sensed the tension between me and the detective and moved to get away from it? That was an unexpected tangent. I'll never make detective at this rate. But I needed some sort of achievement, a feather in my cap. Well, I could find a helpful lead. That might do the trick. helpful and blindingly obvious lead is staring you in the face right now. I don't think showing him that helps, per se, unless telling me to do that. Oh, this is Lynn's notebook. If I give this back to her, it might spark something between us. What to do? What to do? This is a very complicated matter.
What have you got there?
What? This? Oh, this is,
Wait a minute. Is that...
Yeah, yes, sir. It's Lynn's notebook.
Notebook, eh? Come to think of it, there was something about that in the report. Something about her looking at her notebook and making a phone call. This must be it. The telephone number with the big circle around it. Are you curious to know who she was calling?
I am. I really am, sir. I'd like to know. Oh. But I don't have any ulterior motives for wanting to know, though. No, sir. No, sir.
This number might be an important lead. I better check it out. Hello? To whom am I speaking, please?
Yes, hello.
This is a criminal investigation. We need your cooperation.
Hey, I know that voice. Is that you, Detective McCaw?
Oh, is that Officer Bailey?
What's up, sir? You don't usually call this late.
Oh, did you get a call from one of our detectives, Lynn, earlier?
From Lynn? Yes, I did. She calls every night. Maybe she senses it's about to happen.
Did she say anything special?
No, not really. Is something wrong?
Well, I might be contacting you again if I have any other questions. I'm going to file the report down at the station. I need you to be vigilant here.
Excuse me, Detective, but
What is it?
that notebook, would you mind if I gave... never mind, sir.
Just stay on your toes.
Poor guy. Okay, so... I can go there now. See what's up there. You can take this guy, so I got the other guy.
What was that call all about? I heard you say Lynn.
I don't really know. If I had to take a guess, though, I'd probably say something's going on with her.
Only place in the world where nothing is going on is inside your brain, Bailey.
Ah! What is that supposed to mean? I mean, I know what the words mean. That's not what I'm asking. That was my way of expressing indignation, putting it in the form of a question.
I just hope Lynn's not doing anything crazy. I'm a fan of hers, you know.
According to my log, Lynn has been calling here nearly every night as of late. So, let's see. This is the place Lynn took all that risk to call, eh? What exactly is this place?
Hey, what's this?
Oh, that? I wrote down my duties for the night so I wouldn't forget any of them.
You can't keep them in your head. It's not like you have a ton of duties after all. Use a little brain power.
Oh! What are you talking about? Weren't you the one who just said nothing was going on inside my brain?
Didn't think you'd taken quite that direction.
Let's see, can I get more from here? None of they were too useful.
So let's see this important to-do list of yours. 9 o'clock, take prisoner C38 to the telephone room.
Yes, he just made a request to use the phone a little while ago.
9 o'clock, eh? That's when Lynn usually calls.
Well, we can't let her talk to him tonight. Rules are rules.
Ah, poor Lynn. Sure wish I could comfort her.
Oh! You love these guys. What do you think you're doing? That's my important duties memo.
That's okay, I've got it all memorized for you.
Well, it's your duty to guard the telephone room, you know. Just make sure you do your job when the time comes. There you go again, fooling around with that thing.
It wasn't me.
Don't lie, you know you love to see me jump up and prepare for emergency.
Oh yeah, sure. Way back when I first got this job. I've had enough of that. Besides, you always react exactly the same way.
Sure.
The emergency switch is probably just loose. Probably because I fooled around with it too much.
Well, it's for emergencies. Don't play with it.
Anyway, it wasn't me. Maybe you ought to get it repaired, huh?
Well, close it back up. It's making me feel on edge.
Nah, too much of a pain.
A pain? Proper emergency procedures are a pain to you? What a sad, sad state of affairs. I'm just ignoring it now. Bro, I should get back there. Bazooka. Cool.
Hello?
Lynn.
I'm sorry, I don't have much time. Please let me talk to him.
I'm sorry, Detective. I can't do that tonight.
You can't? But you always let me talk to him before.
Well, the telephone room was already reserved. That's why.
Oh.
By the way, something going on with you tonight?
What? Why do you ask?
I got a call from one of the other detectives a minute ago asking about you.
Oh, really? Well, I don't think it's anything important. Officer Bailey? Do you think you could keep this call just between us? Even if only for tonight?
Well,
Well, I gotta go. I'll call again tomorrow.
Oh boy, well I guess I'd better call the detective division.
Hold on there, Bailey.
What?
Don't tell me you're gonna report that call from Lynn.
What else can I do? It's my duty.
Just write it down on one of your important to-do lists. Then I can wad it up for you and throw it away.
You mean you want me to keep quiet about it?
Well, isn't that what she asked you to do?
Well, yes, but...
Tonight is kind of a special case for us. Can you make a special exception for my Lynn too?
She ain't your Lynn, buddy. She belongs to that other guy who will never make detective. Special case, huh? Alright, you win. I don't know what they think is special about tonight, but for me, it's my only night. Lynn is on the other end of that telephone line. I'd better hurry. Lynn? Lynn! Oh, why couldn't it have been me instead? It's no use. I'm no use as a police officer. It should have been me. It looks like she's dead. We'd better not touch her. Who did this? Who shot Lynn? Hey, excuse me, mister. You talking to me? This room. There aren't any other exits besides this one, are there? Do you see one? Huh. Now did. We must have one of those mysterious locked room murder cases on our hands. One of those cases where the murder vanishes into thin air in a vacuum. Just go find a real detective. I'll keep watch here. Yes, sir. Ugh, what a terrible turn of events. So now a locked room murder, eh? Things never get dull for our redhead. I know of a certain inspector who might dance around at the thought of a mystery. No mysteries for me. Not when I can rewind time and talk to the victim herself. Guess it's time to go back and see the truth behind this murder with my own eyes.
I died again!
Oh, this is why I love Lynn. Thought you'd be a little more grave under the circumstances.
Yeah, well, this is the third time after all. It's scary what a girl can get used to, don't you think?
Frankly, the way your mind works is a whole heck of a lot scarier to me. So, what happened this time? Who shot you?
I don't know!
What?
I'd like to know myself. Who could have done it? Who shot me?
What are you asking me for? Oh boy, I guess I'll just have to go find out for myself.
Okay, you just go do that. Hurry along now.
I get the distinct impression I'm being used here. Okay, looks like it's time to go back to 4 minutes before your death. Didn't take that much longer. Literally you were one chapter, and we're saving her again. How long has it been since I locked this room up in darkness? Once thought the truth could be discovered in darkness. Maybe it was just that the time wasn't right. Nope, she totally can fit in there. Yeah.
Yep.
One guy was right. He hung up.
Yeah, no,
Didn't see
just
that
stare
one
at
coming,
it.
did ya? Sorry, what did you say?
What's that?
What did you say?
I said, what she like? She just kept staring at it, like, oh,
Well,
hey,
I think
that's cool.
I don't think she looked up in the gun until the end. She was just like, "What is happening here?" And then she looked up and saw the gun right at the end. But yeah, that's the truth behind our locked room murder.
So the murderer was a mechanical murder machine?
Murder machine.
When I came into the room, it was pitch dark, so I turned on the light. That must have been what set it off. The murder machine, I mean.
Can you please stop repeating the words "murder machine"?
That old pitchy guy must have made it. But why?
What could be the meaning behind this weird room?
Anyway, you'll have to find some way to stop the creepy machine. Once Cupid fires his arrow, it's all over.
Oh.
You know what, Sissel? I think this death might be easier to prevent than the others.
Why is that?
You know, because a murderer is mechanical.
I don't know why that would make it easier. She has a point. I can't manipulate living creatures, but I can manipulate this machine. I just gotta figure out how to stop it. I guess that's why.
When the 4 minutes ago me turns on the light. When the murder machine is set in motion, apparently.
It looks like the key to solving this one is understanding this device. So I gotta wait for him to bring the candle over. And then select this remote darkness. Yep. Now we go over here. How did you manage to cram yourself into that tiny elevator?
I've always liked small, cramped places. Whenever I see a little hole or a crevice, I always feel like crawling in. The place I feel most at home is that space between my bed and the wall.
Yeah, I guess I can understand that.
We're birds of a feather. We should get together and talk about it sometime. He just can't think to himself, what a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, right?
Because you'll hear it.
Pretty much. Oh, is this the superintendent? So glad, I thought I was all alone. Okay, what do you think?
Let's go there. Even though the murder's here, let's go there.
Okay.
Because, you know, why not? Even though we know he hangs up.
Yep. He hung up. That actually was the correct decision.
Wait, really?
Yeah, because, so, if we stayed there, there's literally nowhere we can go.
Really?
Yeah, because we're stuck there, because the only thing that we could move to is that candle. There's nowhere else to go from that telephone.
Interesting.
We can't get to the rest of the room, so we actually have to come from above.
Oh, shit.
It's all over. It's all over for me. Lynn, sweet, cute Lynn, who shines as bright as the sun, ran away on me. And then those detectives, matching bookends, blue and green, yelled at me. And the old man with the dirty blue dove on his head completely ignored me. If only somebody would give me a kind word right about now. You want to give him a kind word, Miss Bright as the Sun?
Let's see. Hang in there.
That's all you've got?
I'd like to see you do better.
Yes, I remember. So that's the interesting thing. So the fucking... Okay, interesting. So the step stool's over there. So I can't get to that side of the room. It's all over. It's all over for me. Lynn, sweet, cute Lynn, who shines as bright as the sun, ran away on me. The old man with dirty... Oh, wait, this is the same line. For somebody's kind word. Said, what did I get? Scalding steam from the kettle. I want to give him... Okay.
Chin up. You're just having a bad day.
That's not a whole heck of a lot better than a scalding burn.
I'd like to see you do better.
Okay, we actually have to restart. So I guess it can see if anything else interesting happens.
There it goes. The murder machine has started.
I can see that. I have to do something.
But what can you do? There's nowhere to move from here. You might as well just throw up your hands. And don't give me that a ghost doesn't have hands bit. Just a figure of speech.
Looks like I messed up somewhere. Okay. Yeah, okay, there's really nothing else. We'll just let it go. Oh wait, what's this? Here, Superintendent, that wasn't very nice of you, you know. What wasn't? At least you can do a say hello when you answer the phone. But you didn't say a word. How is that supposed to make me feel? A person has the right to call whomever they please, and conversely, the person who answers has the right to decide if they want to talk to that person or not. So, in other words, all I can do is wait. Is that it? Wait to meet the person of my destiny? The person who chooses to talk to me? That's fun. Yeah, I remember this one actually took me a while when I first played this.
Jeez.
So I'll let it go, just to see what they have to say. But I actually do know what we're supposed to do here. Can't do it right now. No, we don't even see it happen. I'm gonna change your fate.
They need to do something about that murder machine.
I guess staying up here isn't gonna do us any good. Yeah, so that part was confusing because, like, you get stuck up there and it's like, well, I guess I can't stay up here. And then if you try to stay there, if you try to stay down here, it also doesn't get you anywhere.
Hmm.
I guess I should get him to move.
And I guess it's a good thing that you're already familiar with what to do.
Yeah, this game, I mean, it's not a long game either way, but it definitely is gonna... it definitely would take longer if I had to figure everything out for the first time.
Yeah.
I just wait for him to answer the phone. Okay, now we close the lid. Yep, that was the thing we needed to do. Then ran away. The detectives yelled at me. The old pitcher man ignored me, and then the kettle nearly scared me to death. My life is in complete shambles.
That's gratitude for you. We were just trying to warn him with the kettle whistle. Would he have preferred getting scalded by the steam?
Well, at least his fate was changed a bit. That's good anyway. Okay, so now we can go down here. Yeah, so you remember in the previous chapter we were able to get down here, but there was nothing to do. Okay.
There it goes. The murder machine has started.
If the whole thing plays out, that gun on the wall will go off. Where that happens, it's up to me to use my ghost tricks.
There must be some way to disrupt this domino effect. You just have to find it.
Here goes. Now, let's see. What do we do here? So... I don't remember exactly. That knocks that off. I think that was... Maybe you need to wait for that. Well, at least we get to start. We get to start from this part, so.
Yeah. Is that cheeky little Cupid who fires an arrow?
But wait a minute. That's swinging shovel. I wonder if that can be used as a weapon somehow against Mr. Cupid. Okay, after the fate change.
At least you have a checkpoint, which is
Yeah,
nice.
that's always nice with these. Pretty much like when you figure out a big moment, it's just like, yeah, that'll be your checkpoint. I think I need to wait. I think I need to wait for the ball to fall before I do the shovel. Maybe. Like here. No.
Hey, that was pretty good just now.
Maybe we were on a putting green.
Well, with a swing like that, maybe we could put it to some use here.
Good thinking. I just want to be able to use this trick somehow. If I could change the path the ball takes, I gotta raise that grade.
That's great and all. It looks like we're all out of time this round.
Okay. No, don't need to watch it again. Okay, so... Is there anything else I can... It's just like, there isn't much else I can actually reach from here. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. And then just let that roll a little. I should be able to get up here. There we go.
Nice. What just happened?
Yeah, it looks like your future just got a whole lot rosier. Your death has been erased again.
Thank you. You kept your promise, didn't you, Sissel?
My promise.
You said I'd see you again if I died.
I don't remember making any promises. It's all for my own benefit anyway.
What could this room be all about?
Can't imagine.
Those things that went off at the end, those were party poppers, weren't they?
Party poppers. No recollection of what they are, but that's no surprise.
Party poppers, the gun going off, seems familiar somehow.
I'll leave that part of the puzzle to you. I have my own puzzle to figure out. Well, shall we go back now? Back to your new present? So I can then save you a fourth time in 20 minutes.
20 minutes, that's optimistic. Sissel, are you there?
Lena's talking to me?
You're there, could you say something? You're not there. I guess I'm just a weird girl who talks to herself.
Well, you are kind of a weird girl, whether you talk to yourself or not.
You are here, I knew it. I just had that feeling. Shame on you for stepping foot into a girl's head uninvited. Wait a minute. Don't give me that a ghost doesn't have to feet. Just a figure of speech.
Hey, did I say anything?
There, that tone of yours that makes me mad.
So, did you have something particular you wanted to say to me?
I just thought I'd share some information with you. I'm investigating a case right now. A murder case, and I'm doing it alone.
A murder case? All by yourself?
Yes, well, that's because the case was closed a long time ago. The culprit is already behind bars, forgotten by the world.
So why are you looking into it then?
Because I think the person's innocent, that's why. There's something strange behind the case, some big mystery. I firmly believe that. Anyway, I finally have my memory back. I'm not at liberty to tell you about the case. there's anything else you want to know, I'll try to answer what I can.
Lynn is my only lead. I would like to ask her about a few things. You have your life and your memory back now. Let me ask you again. Who shot me tonight?
Yeah, I thought that might be the first thing on your mind.
What else would it be? There's a good chance I was shot while I was with you after all.
I'm afraid my memory just isn't clear on that part.
Not clear.
I met with you tonight, and then you fell down right in front of me. I think I remember seeing that part. Pretty sure you were shot. Maybe. Somewhere far away.
So you didn't see the culprit?
I'm sorry. I wish I could be of more help. But I know I wasn't the one who shot you.
Your colleagues seem to think you're a suspect, though.
I wanted the information you had for me. Why would I shoot you before I got it?
Information, huh? I wonder what info I had for her. By the way, I see you have a little roommate.
Camilla? How do you know about her?
There was a tiny incident at your apartment a little while ago.
An incident? What kind of incident? What happened? Is Camilla alright?
She's fine thanks to her little friend, Missile. Although I did have a little trouble bringing him back to life.
Oh my! What in the world is going on? Why would anybody want to hurt Camilla and Missile?
You're being targeted by a certain organization.
What?
I saw them. The people who were calling you their target.
So I'm a suspect and a target? Could this night possibly get any worse?
It does sound pretty rough. Are you sure you'll be okay on your own?
Huh?
You know what they say, when it rains, it pours. Is it time you admitted you need me? Need my powers?
I'm sorry. I can't cooperate with you. Yes, you saved my life tonight.
And then you saved it again. And then you saved it again.
Completely grateful for that. But as a detective, I still can't trust you.
That's too bad. So I had some important information that you wanted, huh?
That's right, you called the station yesterday. And you asked to talk to me. You told me you had an important lead on the case I was working on.
Important lead, eh?
You said you want to meet me and talk to me directly tonight at the junkyard.
And you fell for it, even given how fishy it sounds.
You're the last person I want to hear that from, you know. I just couldn't let it go, no matter how shady it seemed. That's because I'm running out of time.
Hey, that's right. You said something was going down tonight. Does that something have to do with the case you're working on?
I'm sorry, but I can't talk about it.
Oh boy, but I guess I understand.
Yeah, I can't trust you. Even though you saved me, I can't trust you.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do now?
Run, I guess. They'll catch me again if I don't get out of here. I have to get to the restaurant. I'm worried about Camilla.
Oh yeah, what was it? The chicken kitchen on Dead End Drive, right?
What about you, Sissel? What are you going to do?
I don't know, to tell you the truth. You're my only lead. If you leave...
I just realized you and I are in the same boat. Both looking for answers tonight, and neither one of us has anybody to help us.
That about sums it up. Hey, even if you can't cooperate with me, how about if we just agree to use each other?
That's not a bad idea. You're on. But can I ask you to do a favor for me first?
What's that?
I need you to sneak into a certain place for me. A prison, to be exact.
Prison. Sounds easy. Prison?
That's the place I was calling from the office upstairs. I want you to go find out a certain prisoner's work schedule for tomorrow.
Work schedule for a prisoner? Is that my line? I don't know why.
Yeah, it is your
yeah.
line. It is your line, jackass. Prisoners are given a different job details every day. Prisoner's schedule for the next day is written on a small blackboard in his cell.
So just go check out a certain prisoner's blackboard, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I don't trust it to give you information, but I'm telling you, you gotta do something. His prisoner number is D99. You do that for me, I'll cooperate with you.
Okay, you're on.
Okay, see you later.
See ya. But don't die again, if you can help it.
I don't think she can help it.
No. It looks like I hold the key to the case Lynn is investigating, and she holds the key to solving the mystery of me. So we've started up a strange relationship of cooperation. Lynn gave me an assignment. My task is to go check out tomorrow's work schedule for prisoner D99. I'd better get to the prison. Okay, that is the end of chapter 5. So yeah, we're gonna stop for now, take a little break, and come back with chapter 6 afterwards.